A few years back, I came across a video recommending a roguelike called Going Under. It really piqued my interest, so I decided to try it for myself, and was instantly hooked by the game's quirky dungeons and sense of humor. So when AggroCrab, the team behind Going Under, announced their next game, I knew I couldn't miss it. With my excitement bubbling, I eagerly awaited its release, and now that it's out, let's dive into Another Crab's Treasure. In this game, you play as Krill, a hermit crab who's behind on their taxes, so their shell gets repossessed by a loan shark. But seeing as that's our home, we chase after them and venture into the deep blue sea. And after running from some crazed crabs, we find a fork to defend ourselves with. Next, we finish up the rest of the tutorial and enter the shallows. And instead of following the path in front of us, we accidentally wander into our first boss, the Royal Shellsplitter. No. And I got grabbed. Okay. Yikes! Fuck! No! Fuck! Let's go! Didn't need a shell. We're goated. Woo! With our first boss down, I'm feeling really good about the game and excited to see what's next. So, I continue exploring the shallows until coming across a sandcastle. However, we can't enter as we're basically naked. Luckily, the guards inform us that we can head over to Nephro, the captain of the guards, to get some help. After making our way over, we grab a shell from the nearby vending machine. However, Nephro doesn't seem too happy that we just took one.
Close off, lawbreaker!
I'm really sorry. I'll go to the back of the line, okay?
Ha! You should be so lucky. I'll have your head like I have these other worthless lawbreakers. Through my blade is justice stuff. Your filthy soul is destined for the drain.
Excuse me? Oh.
You dare raise your blade against the law?
There we go.
Can't outrun the law forever, kid.
Self-defense or not, that's another boss down, and we're no longer naked. So, we head back to the castle and talk with the Duchess. Now, she doesn't really care about helping us, but agrees to work something out if we find something shiny and gorgeous for her castle. Before leaving though, we grab a grappling hook from her storage room. With our new tool, we can now explore more of the shallows. But while doing that, we get stuck in a cave. It's not all bad though, as we meet a moonsnail who decides to help us out by giving us the ability to use umami. Umami is basically the magic of this game, with each shell having a different shell spell. So, with these new powers, we make our way through the cave until we find another boss. Ow. Is he just not gonna do anything? Well, defeating them gives us the item the Duchess was looking for, and lets us learn new skills from the moonsnail. For now, we just get the ability to fast travel, but we'll need to max out each path for some achievements later. With the pearl in hand, we teleport back to Slacktide Castle, but something seems off. Corpses are scattered everywhere, and anyone who isn't dead attacks us on sight, and after getting further inside, it seems the Duchess is no different.
You're mine!
Huh?
Can't you see how worthless this all is?
Along with an achievement, the Duchess also gives us our first of 6 adaptations that we'll need for an achievement later. More importantly though, in all this chaos, the loan shark has taken our shell once again and is planning on selling it off in the city of New Garcinia, so we chase after them. On the way to the city, this also happens. Huh? So, guess that was a happy little accident. After that, we make it to New Garcinia without any more issues and start looking around for our shell. Unfortunately, there's no sign of it, that is, until Pronathan shows up wearing it. Before we can even try and get it back from him though, it starts raining trash from the sky, including a box of cereal with a map on the back. According to Conch, the town's historian, this map leads to a legendary treasure, so now everyone in town wants to find it, especially Mayor Roland, who tries to intimidate anyone from looking for it. We stand up to him though, as Pronathan offers us a deal, the treasure in exchange for our shell. So, Roland concedes, and now the hunt is on. Before that though, we need to find the missing pieces. So, we talk with Conch, who tells us to start a search in the grove to the north. Before that though, we stop at the blacksmith and upgrade our fork, which we'll need to max out later. After that, we leave town and enter the sands between. Me being the idiot I am though, I ignore the warnings from Conch and Enma and run into Pagris the Ravenous. After a couple deaths, I decide to ignore him for now and come back later, so I continued north and entered the expired grove. While looking for the map piece though, instead I found the diseased Lichenthrope. Huge! Following that mini-boss, we continue our search and actually find the map piece this time, but it's being guarded by Haika the Intimidation Crab, and unlike the previous bosses, Haika put up quite a fight. But eventually, we take them down just like the others. After that invigorating fight, we collect the map piece and head back to New Garcinia to find out where to go next. This time, we need to head east towards Flotsam Vale, but before that, we've got some business to take care of. After defeating Haika, I was feeling much more confident, so I headed back to the sands between to give Pagris another try.
What?
Dude, I can't. What the fuck is this? No! Dude, what is that? Taking them down actually gets us another map piece, along with a shit ton of microplastics. In between all this, I've actually been heading back to the Moonsnail and acquiring some new skills, like the ability to use the grappling hook against enemies, or turn our fork into a hammer. And after Pagras, we unlock the dispatch skill and complete the Path of the Predator. Next, we do some shopping back in New Carcinia. We pick up some stowaway upgrades, and then head to Shelf's Desires to get ourselves some trip and the shell, which gets us another achievement. After that, we finally make our way over to Flotsam Vale, but we actually found a path leading back to the expired grove. Turns out, there's just an entire village behind Haika. The village isn't the only thing here though, as we also meet Topada the mantis shrimp.
Why do you sad, polluted crabs keep coming to this place? I thought I made it clear. There's nothing for you here. Has your sense of self-preservation rotted away, even? Or perhaps you truly wish for death? Well, I'll gladly oblige you, my friend. I shall see you to the drain! You had no respect for this grove.
Boom, baby! After calming things down, Topada agrees to take us in as their disciple, giving us a new adaptation and allowing us to upgrade them further. Now, what's cool about the adaptation we just got is that it lets us break these umami cubes scattered across the map, which typically have some sort of loot in them. In search of said loot, I backtracked looking for purple cubes to punch, and in the process, collected a ton of umami crystals. So, I unlocked the Riposte, Self-Repair, and Kitsugi skills, and completed the Path of the True Crab. With that all taken care of, I head back to Flotsam Vale to try and find that last map piece, but we find the Sludge Steamroller first. Oh, boss fight. Oh! I'm not dead! Oh. And as they say, not even close, baby! After that, we encounter yet another boss, or rather two, the Ceviche Sisters. Yep. Damn. We take them down pretty quickly, getting a new adaptation, as well as the final map piece. So, we head back to New Carcinia and complete the map. Turns out though, Roland was waiting for this and steals the map for himself. Before chasing after him, we get some more skills like Skedaddle or Housewarming, and then complete our last skill tree, the Path of the Hermit. Now that that's done, we return to Flotsam Vale to chase after Roland. In order to do that though, we need to power up this boat to make it through the ocean of gunk. So, we platform our way up these huge ass towers, powering them up, and creating a path to the next boss.
Come on, let's play! I'm having so much.
Oh, I have the rubber ducky! That's why I'm not taking electrical damage! Oh, that's fucking huge!
I don't even know what this one does.
Come on! Seeing as Voltai is literally an electric eel, defeating her gives us just the adaptation we need, so we can now power the boat and head after Roland. We do just that, and make our way over to the mouth of the drain, and after some quick platforming, we hop aboard Roland's ship.
Pinkerton, kill the city folk.
Gladly.
And as for you, I'll send you down the drain myself, you little flatworm! Here comes the thunder! There's Nelbit! Yes! Yes! This is what we were made for! Animals, you and I!
We send Roland to the bottom of the ocean, but it seems he's not dead yet. No worries though, as Squirrel jumps on the treasure and sends the ship and everyone on it plummeting down. After our fall and a quick flashback, we find ourselves in the Unfathom and start looking for everyone else. We find Firth and learn that the treasure we've been looking for this whole time is worthless. But as we walk away, something strange happens as we start to hear voices urging us to
Rip this ugly world apart.
Before getting much further though, we get swarmed by enemies, which is almost our end, but Nema saves us. After waking up, Nema talks to us and asks that we keep fighting as we're currently everyone's best chance at surviving. So, we agree to help. To do that though, we need to find a moon snail shell to teleport everyone out, and eventually, we do find one. Ah. Oh, that missed him? Damn. First try. Luckily, Petrock doesn't give us too much trouble, but they do give us another adaptation. Before we leave, Conch informs us that a legendary treasure, the perfect world, might be down here. So, after sending everyone back, we return to the Unfathom to help Conch in his search. As we continue our search, we also find out that we aren't the only ones still down here.
Good for nothing. I should have left you on the seabed where I found you, you little...
It's you. Enjoying the spoils, are you, lad? Proud of what you've done?
Look, man, I don't want anything from you. Please just leave me alone. I don't want to fight anymore.
Please leave me alone. I don't want to fight anymore.
But fight ye did. Just like me. Just like old Lincoln. And down here we've both drifted. Two worthless sinners. Right where we belong. The bottom of the drain!
Woohoo!
Let's face hell together, lad! Don't make it easy on me!
Uh-oh.
Roland, you bastard. Seems I'm as worthless as you.
After defeating Inkerton, we press forward and end up finding an elevator leading to the Bleached City. Once we make it past this bridge and actually enter the city, we grab ourselves an easy achievement by going into the settings and giving Krill a gun and killing an enemy with it. Right after that, we get another achievement, although this one isn't as easy. For this one, we have to platform our way across a series of obstacles and equip the hero's helmet at the end. Next, we head further into the Bleached City and enter the castle of Camtscha, the Bleached King.
Oh, damn! Never mind.
Yep, I knew it. Okay. With Camtscha gone, we head to their porcelain throne and flush ourselves down to the bottom of the drain, where we finally find what we've been searching for. But we're not alone down here. Out of nowhere, Chitin kills Conch, but she doesn't seem to be herself. Whatever those voices were we heard before seem to have possessed her.
Doesn't this pain boil you inside, little crab? Doesn't it just make you want to fucking scream?
No. We managed to free Chitin, but Praia Dubia isn't done just yet, so we try to survive this onslaught of attacks as the ocean's agony lets out one final scream at the world. Luckily, Chitin isn't dead just yet, so we go to use the world to heal her. But Firth grabs it before we can, so we chase them to the surface to get it back one way or another.
I need that shell. I'll fight you for it.
If you're gonna fight me, quit the sob story and just do it. I've got an empire to build here. Come on, do it! Hit me! Don't be a coward! Come on, come on. You ain't seen nothing yet, dude!
Hey.
No, Krill, wait! Don't put that on!
Let's go.
After getting the shell back, we use the last of its power to defeat Firth and to try and destroy the trash above New Carcinia, but it wasn't enough, as huge chunks still fall on top of the city. No one seems to be hurt, minus Firth, and most people seem happy with all the trash, especially Pronathan. We try to be nice and ask for our shell back, but after that, we're done asking. And with that, we've finally beaten the game. So we sit back, relax, and watch the emotional credits. Now, most people would be done here, but I've still got some achievements left. At this point though, I've been streaming for 14 hours, so I go to bed to finish this up tomorrow. After waking up the next morning, I got right back on the grind. Starting off, I wanted to find the 2 bosses I missed, and after a decent bit of searching, I finally found them. Turns out, I didn't explore the grove as much as I thought, since I missed one behind this waterfall.
Oh. This is the Carbonara boss? Yeah, okay.
and the other over by this shortcut. Yep. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of neat. So I gotta break it out of the cage? Ooh! Okay, I like this. Oh, wait, no, that's just doing damage to it. Oh. Oh, there we go. That's 2 more. Along with every boss being defeated now, we also got every adaptation, and while I didn't show them earlier, you get the bobbit trap over by these bobbit worms in the sands between, and the urchin toss by hurting yourself on the urchin in New Carcinia. Now these last 2 achievements actually gave me a bit of trouble, as it took me forever to find the last collectibles for each. The last shell I needed was the sock, which I spent way too much time searching for. I knew it was somewhere in the Unfathom, but I was losing my fucking mind searching, so I took a break. Luckily, while on my break, I found the last stainless relic I needed to max out my fork. Yes! Dude, it looks so fucking good too. We got a golden fork now. Feeling much better, I went back to searching for this crusty sock, and after passing by it so many times, I finally found it. Here it is! Got the final achievement for another crab's treasure. Let's go, dude! 32 of 32! Getting all 32 of these achievements took me about 20 hours, which honestly wasn't that bad. When comparing it to other games I've 100%ed, it was honestly quite enjoyable. There wasn't any crazy grinding, and if you beat the game, you can still go back to get anything you missed instead of needing to start a new playthrough. It also helps that the game was super fun to play. While not as difficult as other Souls-likes, Another Crab's Treasure makes up for it with its engaging mechanics and interesting skills. So, whether you're new to the genre or a veteran, this game has plenty to offer. Personally, I died a total of 80 times, with this many deaths to each boss. Overall, I would give Another Crab's Treasure a solid 9.5 out of 10, putting it right next to Liza P for me. The game is pretty much perfect. I would just like to see more content in the future, like a New Game Plus option or DLC, which the devs seem to not be against. So, if you got the time and money, I can't recommend this game enough. Speaking of time, if you made it this far, I just want to say, thanks for watching. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If not, then I don't know what you're doing here, but if you did, then expect more in the future. Currently, I'm working on 100%ing Animal Well, but if you'd like more of Another Crab's Treasure, I'm also learning to speedrun that, which you can watch live at twitch.tv/kleptokraken, if you don't want to wait for a video. So again, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time, mateys.